I sat in one spot in Blox Fruits' third sea for 40 minutes and killed 11 sea beasts without moving once. 11. The same exact spawn point, back to back. What if I told you there is a specific spot in Blox Fruits where sea beasts spawn so consistently that you can basically farm them without chasing anything? I found it by accident, and it changed everything. Most players are sailing in circles, burning stamina and losing time. This Blox Fruits sea beast farm does not work like that. You plant yourself, you grind, and the fragments come to you. I'm going to break down exactly how it works, why it works, and what build you need to make it actually fast. Before we get into it, real quick, this Blox Fruits sea beast location method works best in 3rd sea. You need to be max level or close to it, and you need a fruit or build that can deal serious damage fast. Sea beasts have around 1.2 million health and they hit hard, so going in unprepared just wastes your time. Also, fragments are the currency for race awakening, upgrading fighting styles like Dragon Talon and Electric Claw, and unlocking stuff from the Sick Man NPC. So farming sea beasts efficiently is not optional at high level. It is basically the whole game. Let me show you how to do it properly. Point 1. The actual Blox Fruits sea beast location you need to know about is the open water zone just northeast of Tiki Outpost in 3rd sea. This is not a random tip. The sea beast spawn algorithm in Blox Fruits is tied to server activity and proximity to open ocean tiles. Tiki Outpost sits right on the edge of a massive open water section that has almost zero land interruption for about 300 tiles in every direction. That matters because sea beasts cannot spawn near islands or shallow water markers. The deeper and more open the water, the higher the spawn weight. When you park your boat right outside Tiki Outpost, you are sitting inside the highest spawn density zone in the entire 3rd sea map. Players who sail randomly are getting one spawn every 5 to 8 minutes. In this zone, you are averaging one spawn every 2 to 4 minutes if the server has active players triggering weather events. And here is the part that makes it automatic. Sea beasts in Blox Fruits are drawn toward active combat. If you are fighting anything on or near your boat, the spawn timer ticks faster. So the trick is to keep Buso Hockey active, stay on your boat, and just wait. The sea beast comes to you. No sailing, no searching, just farming. This is the foundation of the entire Blox Fruits sea beast farm strategy, and everything else we talk about builds on top of this location. Point 2. The best fruit for this farm right now is dough. Fully awakened dough is sitting S tier in basically every current Blox Fruits tier list, and for sea beast farming specifically, it is the top pick. Here's why. Dough's awakened X move, Restless Hunger, fires a massive ranged projectile that tracks moving targets. Sea beasts surface and submerge constantly, and Restless Hunger connects even mid-dive if your aim is close. Dough's awakened sea move, Goofy Barrage, chains hits and breaks sea beast armor phases faster than almost any other fruit. The total damage output on a full Blox Fruit stat build at 2450 mastery in Dough is insane. You are talking about pulling a sea beast to 30% health in under 90 seconds if you combo it right. The move order that works best here is Z for the opening poke, then C to stack hits, then V, which is Dough Awakened Storm. And that last move stuns the sea beast for about 2.5 seconds, giving you a free follow-up. No other fruit in 3rd sea right now gives you that stun window on sea beasts consistently. Magma gets close, but Magma's burn ticks are slower and you lose damage windows on the dive cycles. Dough also has built-in flight from the awakened F move, which means you can reposition fast when the sea beast submerges. At the Tiki Outpost zone, Dough turns each kill from a 6-minute fight into a 2 to 3 minute kill. That is double the fragment rate per hour. Section 3 is where it gets ridiculous. Point 3. Here is something almost nobody explains properly about the Blox Fruits sea beast farm. Sea beast spawns in 3rd sea are not purely random. There are 2 hidden triggers that increase the spawn rate significantly. First trigger is active weather. When a storm event rolls in over open water, sea beast spawn weight increases by roughly double for the duration of the storm. Storms in 3rd sea cycle approximately every 12 to 15 minutes, depending on server uptime. If you are at the Tiki Outpost location when a storm starts, you will almost always get a sea beast spawn within 60 seconds of the weather change. Second trigger is ship damage. When your boat takes damage, it flags your location as an active combat zone and pulls sea beasts faster. So here is the actual pro move. You deliberately let sea beasts clip your ship slightly during a fight, instead of dodging every hit. That damage flag refreshes the spawn timer and pulls the next sea beast into your zone faster. This is why some players seem to get back-to-back spawns, and others wait forever. They are not lucky. They are keeping the combat flag active. Combine this with the Tiki outpost position and the storm cycle, and you are looking at a genuine Blox Fruits fragment farm that runs almost on autopilot. You just need to know when to let the ship take a hit and when to dodge. The next point is what separates a good sea beast farmer from an elite one. Point 4. If you really want to push this Blox Fruits fragment farm into a different category, you need to combine sea beast farming with Leviathan raid timing. The Leviathan is the massive boss sea creature that spawns in 3rd sea after enough sea beasts are killed across the server. Most players treat the Leviathan as a separate thing from their sea beast grind. That is a mistake. Every sea beast you kill at the Tiki outpost zone is contributing to the server kill counter that summons the Leviathan. When the Leviathan spawns, it drops somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500 fragments depending on damage dealt. That is on top of the 250 to 350 fragments per sea beast kill you are already stacking. A full hour session at Tiki Outpost using the spawn mechanics from Point 3 can produce somewhere between 8,000 and 12,000 fragments if a Leviathan raid triggers during your session. That number changes everything in terms of race awakening costs. Shark Race V4 costs 5,000 fragments. Dragon Race V4 costs 5,000 fragments. A single good session at this location can fund an entire race upgrade. The key is to never leave the Tiki outpost zone during your session. Traveling to join a Leviathan fight somewhere else resets your spawn position advantage and breaks the combat flag we talked about in Point 3. Stay in zone, deal damage, let the counter climb. What comes next is the build that makes all of this possible without dying every other fight. Point 5. If you do not have dough, or you just want a build that is almost impossible to kill during sea beast farming, the Buddha Fruit Tank setup is the other top option for this Blox Fruit Sea Beast farm. Awakened Buddha transforms you into a massive golden giant form with an 800% hitbox increase on your melee attacks. That sounds like a PV stat, but it is actually what makes Sea Beast farming on Buddha so efficient. When a Sea Beast surfaces right next to your boat, Buddha's Z move, which is the golden transformation, gives you a 35% damage reduction passive. Combined with full Buso Haki, which is Blackleg Ken Haki at max, and Shark Race for the passive health regen underwater, you become almost unkillable during the fight. The build that works is Max Melee Stat, 2450 into Buddha Mastery, and Superhuman Fighting Style, which adds the Thunderclap and Flash move for stun into your Sea Beast combo. Superhumans Sea move stun Sea Beasts for about 1.5 seconds on contact, which gives you time to follow with Buddha's Awakened Sea move called Heavenly Impact. That combo hits around 38,000 damage at full build, which chips Sea Beasts down fast, even with their armor phase. Buddha does not have the sheer kill speed of Awakened Dough, but the survivability means you never need to retreat or heal. Less downtime means more kills per hour. For newer 3rd Sea players, or anyone who cannot afford dough at around 2.6 million belly in the fruit dealer rotation, Buddha is the smarter starting point for this method. Either way, the Tiki outpost zone and the spawn mechanics from earlier are what actually make the whole thing work. So to recap, park northeast of Tiki outpost in 3rd Sea. Use the storm cycle and ship damage flag to keep sea beasts spawning fast. Run Awakened Dough for max kill speed or Buddha for survivability. Stack your kills toward the Leviathan raid counter, and watch your fragments climb without chasing a single spawn. This Blox Fruits Sea Beast farm is the most consistent fragment income method in 3rd Sea right now. If this helped you, drop a like. It actually helps the channel more than you think. Subscribe for more Blox Fruits guides like this one. Comment below what race you are upgrading with your fragments. I read every single one. Now go get those sea beasts.